Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
The president of the Yakima Education Association is speaking out when it comes to the superintendent's pay. We're hearing from both sides.
Plus,
we did set up containment, used a drone and K9 to check the area.
we are talking to KPD about Monday night's drive-by shooting investigation near the Safeway.
It was termed the landscape paper.
Later, scientists coming together at PNNL, where DNA is the hot topic.
And Stacy is here tracking some record-breaking temps, maybe?
That's right. Well, we had some morning showers leading to a breezy, partly cloudy afternoon. What's next? All that's coming up. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Here we go on this Tuesday. Good evening. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redmond. It is April the 29th. Our top story tonight, the president of the Yakima Education Association, Frances Guerrero, is not mincing words. She says she was livid. There were no further pay reductions in the superintendent's contract, which she believes has always been abnormally high compared to like-sized districts. She believes the superintendent's pay increase is a factor in cutting student-facing positions. She says the superintendent ranks in the top 10 for the highest pay in the state, with a contract that includes less than average total work days, meaning she's saying he is getting paid more for fewer work days. She says he, along with the administrators, have not taken a pay cut, but instead have added to their staffing, and she believes their staffing is at the expense of their students, calling it bad budget management.
We are all struggling. I don't see them struggling downtown at the level that we are. And even if they were, they should struggle 10 times more than we do, because their challenges do not affect students the way ours do.
Guerrero says they've cut all of these secondary librarians to instead fund an additional assistant superintendent, but she believes with more recent cuts to her people, cuts should be made downtown and that it would help balance the budget faster without having to cut as many student-facing positions. Now, we did reach out to the superintendent's office and spoke with Trevor Green, who says that he received a cost of living increase, which was lower than what the teachers received, and that they were intentional to reduce the administrative level, saying, quote, I would say 18% of districts in the state in administrative overhead.
Following up now, the Kennewick Police Department is continuing their investigation into a shooting that happened Monday night. Around 6:15, several gunshots were heard in the area of West Clearwater Avenue and North Edison Street near the Safeway grocery store. Witnesses reported seeing 3 people, at least one of whom had a handgun, shoot at a vehicle. KPD says 3 people then ran from the scene. The drone unit, along with K9 units, swarmed the area. Just before 7 p.m., officers detained 3 suspects. One was a teen who was found to be wanted out of Pasco for a robbery charge. He was arrested.
Well, I think any time that you have a shooting, it's an uptick, and we don't want any of those to occur, which is why we have our detectives looking into this investigation and ensuring we can examine all the video, the evidence. In this instance, we didn't have a victim come forward as well, so we're also trying to look at that angle.
It is still unknown if anyone was hurt. KPD is asking the public for information. They are also asking for any dash cam surveillance video. You know, yesterday we shared with you the fatal crash that happened early Sunday morning on SR 240. The driver died at the scene. He has now been identified as 71-year-old Christopher Quant of Pasco. Richland police say it occurred just before 9:30 a.m., the crash. Witnesses at the scene told officers they saw a vehicle speeding and going westbound on Columbia Park Trail before it slammed into the concrete pass and the base of the SR 240 overpass. Witnesses said the vehicle then rolled, trapping the driver underneath.
We are learning more about a stabbing investigation and arrest in Richland. On Sunday night, just before 10 o'clock, Richland police responded to a welfare check for a man lying in the roadway near Riverstone Drive and Duportail Street. The man suffered multiple stab wounds to his face and head. He was outside of his parked vehicle. Before being taken to Cadillac Medical Center for surgery, the victim was reportedly able to identify his attacker. While his injuries were severe, they were not considered life-threatening. The suspect, who also had a minor injury, was later located at Cadillac, where a family member had taken him for treatment. Police determined the suspect and victim knew each other and that this was a targeted attack. The suspect was then arrested and booked into the Benton County Jail.
Over in Connell, an incarcerated male died after an assault at Coyote Ridge Corrections Center in the early morning hours of April the 29th. Authorities say 41-year-old Justice Sear was assaulted in his cell by another incarcerated person. The suspect who allegedly attacked Sear was taken into custody and placed into restrictive housing at the jail. The identity will be released once charges are formally filed. DOC says they are now working closely with the Connell Police Department to assist with their criminal investigation. Protecting those who protect us.
A Toppenish police canine is getting a potentially life-saving gift. Canine Grom is receiving a bullet and stab protective vest. It's all thanks to a donation from the nonprofit Vested Interest in Canines. That organization provides these vests for our four-legged officers across the country. They accept contributions of any amount, but a single donation of $1,050 sponsors one vest. Canine Grom's new vest should arrive within 10 weeks.
Well, we are preparing for potential record-breaking temperatures.
How about that? Okay, so let's check in with Stacy to see what exactly she's forecasting here, Stacy.
Well, don't give away my tease, Austin, but yes, I am crunching the numbers on some potentially record-breaking heat on Friday. But let's talk about tonight, because the Dust Devils, they're playing. A lot of you might be heading out to that game. It is gorgeous right now, 74 degrees. So we start off a little bit warm, but those temperatures will drop into the 60s. First pitch at 6:30, so mostly clear, but do bring your coat. Here's what the temperature trend looks like as we go through the night. So you quickly drop into the 60s by 7, 8, 9 o'clock. By 7th inning, definitely cooling down. Temperatures are beautiful all through the area. What's not nice right now are those strong gusty winds. It's very blustery right now in Ellensburg. Breezy in Yakima. Our Tanum Ridge camera is shaking. A little bit breezy as you get into the Columbia. Also very windy along the Columbia River Gorge. It's going to be a fairly good evening other than the wind. Temperature-wise, out the door and looking at what you have through the night. Again, 40s and 50s by 10. So get ready for clearing skies. Winds decreasing, sunny, warmer, hot. In the 80s on Friday. Will we break records? We'll have to find out about that in just a minute. Cooler and breezy weekend. I'll break it all down coming up. Austin, Wendy.
Stacy, thank you for that. Turning to continuing coverage, Franklin County continues to make headlines as Sheriff Jim Raymond and the county continue to be at odds over who runs the jail. Today, new reports of a possible physical altercation between the sheriff and current jail commander Keelan Harmon yesterday. We reported the sheriff took 50 guns out of the jail, but now some say he forcibly grabbed Harmon in order to unlock the closet to get those guns. We spoke to the sheriff today and he says those reports are not accurate.
Inside my office, I asked the commander to turn off his phone, and he didn't have permission to record me in my own office. He turned the phone off. I placed it outside. We sat down, had a discussion of how to orderly recover the sheriff's office firearms. When we got up, you could tell he was upset with it all. All I did was simply put my hands on his chest and said, Keelan, it's going to be okay. Don't let this all get to you.
On April 24th, Franklin County Superior Court Pro Tem Judge Jennifer Azor granted a temporary restraining order in a dispute between the Franklin County Department of Corrections and Sheriff Raymond. Stay with Apple Valley News now as we continue to follow the latest on this developing story. Wendy.
Central Washington University is celebrating the kickoff of its newest project. The university is calling it Forging the Future, a regional collaboration for innovation and growth, which is repurposing what's known as the CWU's old Heat building located on 509 Easy University Way in Ellensburg across the street from the campus. The university president says this is what inspired the project.
is to make this a hub for technology, innovation, and transfer. So the idea is that our consultant will work on architectural renderings on the inside, work with business and industry, maybe from the west side of how they would want to come here, and support the expansion of technology, business, and industry in the central part of the state.
He says he hopes to be done with the planning phase of the project within 2 years.
With their emergency.
A lawmaker from Pasco just announced some big money for some big local projects. Republican Senator Nikki Torres says she secured more than $85 million in funding for infrastructure, community projects, and public services in the 15th Legislative District in the final capital budget. So some key projects funded here include $11 million for the City of Sela wastewater treatment plant, $8.5 million for improvements to the Yakima-Tieton irrigation canal, $3.25 million for the Sunnyside Valley Irrigation District, and more than $650,000 for improvements to the Yakima Central Library, enhancing literacy and learning resources.
New research is pushing the boundaries of what we know about biology, moving beyond just DNA to explore the many other factors that shape how living organisms function. 130 scientists from across the country gathering in the Tri-Cities today to share their latest findings in areas that could transform everything from human health to national security. Some teams are studying why men and women respond differently to exercise, or how chronic diseases like heart disease and diabetes develop and lead to disability. Others are focusing on microorganisms like bacteria.
The non-scientific community is pretty familiar with DNA being the genetic blueprint of an organism, and that there is a lot of information in there, a lot of opportunity to predict what might happen to someone. For example, if they have a certain mutation that might be known to lead to a certain disease.
The work has wide-reaching implications with the potential to impact medicine, the environment, and even the way we produce everyday goods. The news at 5 is just getting started. Coming up, the Washington Attorney General's office has launched a new website that aims to curb sexual assault.
Also ahead,
salmon affects the local river population, how they can be involved in supporting the overall growth of the environment.
we'll take you out to a salmon release party where students are learning just how critical they are.
And Stacy returns with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast as the week continues on.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
We have a very special bond, I think, as a family.
Spectrum is the connecting thread to everything we do.
It provides us with reliability, lightning speeds, and allows us to do what we need to do in our lives.
From school to homework to entertainment, Spectrum's the perfect match for me and my family.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
Do it all with Steel Battery. Power up with free extra battery deals on select Steel tools. Shop in-store and online.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. The heartbeat's strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Get 3.9% financing for 60 months on all 2025 Silverado 2500 pickups when you finance with GM Financial.
See your community Chevy dealers.
All right, everybody. I know it's easy to forget things, but we don't want you to miss this new deal from US Cellular. Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines.
Ooh, I can save enough to buy a gift for my understanding wife.
Sorry, I'm late. Ooh, that's a great deal. I have a facial. This was fun.
Oh, come on. You have flowers?
Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the Big Truck Heavy Hitter.
Call 853-2222.
A great place for a family getaway. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Our News at 5 continues with local living. Truly a fun and educational event because it's not every day you get to learn about salmon, hydropower, and outdoor safety all in one place and have a blast doing it.
Yeah, so the annual Salmon Summit is back in Kennewick. This year, it's making quite the splash. Students from across the region are diving into hands-on lessons in environmental science, everything from tagging salmon fry to learning how electricity is made with water thanks to a miniature hydropower wheel. And yes, safety is part of the lesson too, as Austin mentioned, so they know how to explore the outdoors smartly.
The overall goal of the Salmon Summit is to allow kids to experience the outdoors, to understand how salmon affects the local river population, how they can be involved in supporting the overall growth of the environment and supporting that from an outdoor recreation perspective.
The Benton Conservation District plays a key role organizing this big outdoor classroom where kids not only learn, but act. One of the highlights, releasing baby salmon called Fry into the Columbia River, helping future generations of fish flourish. And don't worry, if you missed it today, the Salmon Summit wraps up tomorrow at Columbia Park.
In Pasco, the search for its new city manager remains on schedule. The city has modified some of the requirements, though, to fulfill the position. The mayor says they would like someone with a master's degree, but the sole requirement remains to have at least a bachelor's. The mayor says these are some of the other refinements the city added to narrow down their search.
We also added from 8 years to 10 years municipal leadership experience. So we want to be clear that we're looking for someone that's got seasoned executive leadership, within a local jurisdiction. That's number one. We talked pretty heavily about residency requirement. As of right now, that's not an absolute requirement.
The mayor says the city is set to have the live application for those interested in applying by the start of May, and will have the application as of right now open for a month.
April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and in recognition, Washington Attorney General's office has launched a brand new website that aims to be a reporting tool. In collaboration with the statewide Sexual Assault Forensic Examination Best Practices Advisory Group, an End Violence Against Women international movement, they seek Then Speak. That's the website. It kind of provides local resources, information about what to do after a sexual assault, and tools for survivors to report that to law enforcement. The website is www.seekthenSpeakWA.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we've got a live look outside in Kennewick. We're checking out the windmills. You can see them off in the distance. They're twirling around, making some electricity with these breezy winds. Sustained winds right now in the Tri-City, 16 miles an hour, 73 degrees. Humidity low at 29%. And we've got our sunset at 8:03. Very windy, especially when you get up here into the Kittitas Valley. There is a wind advisory that'll stay in place till about 11 o'clock tonight. It's going to stay windy there till at least midnight or 2 or so in the morning. Here's what it looks like at 6 o'clock as we make our way through the evening. Winds stay pretty consistent there, and they even pick up in the Columbia Basin tonight. Now, the good news is the winds after we get through this system pushing through our area are going to be much calmer all through the region, as you can see by the numbers on that map. Let's take a look at our wind gusts for tomorrow. There it is. Finally, a little break. Everybody except for in the foothills of the Blues, Morrow County, you'll see winds from the northeast 15 to 20 miles an hour. So that is good news. Weather system. There's the big picture of what's going on. That's the system we just saw pass through that brought us rain earlier today on top of this upper level moisture track. Now that's moving on out of the area. It's actually pushing down to the south center part of the area, Billings, Rapid City, down to Denver, Salt Lake City, so it's out of our area. Our next chance for rain, or decent chance for rain anyway, comes on Saturday. We're going to be a little bit unsettled through the area. That's Tri-Cities. Yakima and Ellensburg have only about a 10% chance, but we increase our chances for rain on Saturday in the Walla Walla area and a slight chance again on Sunday. So look for a little bit unsettled over the weekend. Tonight's forecast temperatures are going to be down in the 30s and 40s. Most everybody, though, in the 40s, 39 for Yakima and Ellensburg, 40 Tri-Cities, 43 overnight. Look for clearing skies. You see those clear skies. The clouds will start moving out overnight to the east a little bit later on. Let's talk temperatures. Let's get to that. We're going to have a very warm day on Friday. As you can see, we go from 73 Wednesday in Yakima up to 83, 10 degrees. And then look at the drop off. So this is our weather roller coaster we've been talking about. And this happens quite often in the springs. Look at that. We're up to 87 or higher in the Tri-Cities and Hermiston area. Average is 71 for this time of year. Day planner for tomorrow. Look for those temperatures in the 40s, close to 50 out the door, 60s by midday, and 4 o'clock you'll see temperatures closer to 70. All right, I took note. I wrote down temperatures. These are records and when they were set. So on Friday, 87. Unless we hit 90, that will tie it from 2014. Look at the breezy winds. So very unlikely, but it's possible we could hit it in Tri-Cities. Yakima would have to hit 88 degrees to break a record set back in 1971. Not looking too promising there either. For Ellensburg, we'd have to hit 84, a little bit closer there, and that would break a record from 2016. Walla Walla has the best chance of breaking a heat record on Friday. Again, that heat record was set, as you can see on your screen, back in 2016. 82 degrees, and our forecast right now is 85. So that's where we could break some warm records, and maybe some of the smaller towns in our region as well. May 1st on Thursday, 82 in Hermiston. Best chance for seeing some showers comes again on Saturday. Look for those breezy winds. In Hermiston, you have to hit 92 degrees to break your record for heat set back in 1937. So, to answer your question, possibly breaking a record in Walla Walla Friday.
Just in Walla Walla.
Just in Walla Walla so far.
Still counts.
I'll be tracking it.
Are you excited for that? Do you want to break a record?
I love when they break records.
Okay.
Either low or hot, but yes, I like it. So.
All right, Walla Walla, be ready.
There you go.
We'll see.
That's right.
We'll see.
All right, Stacey, we've got the spotlight when we come on back.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. The Good Feet store just really helped me out. I mean, they gave me the right arch support for my feet, not somebody else's feet. Then it was like, okay, this is something special.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Looking for a trusted professional to guide you through your real estate endeavors? Carrie Lundgren with River Realty is ready to guide you through the process. As a lifelong Tri-Cities resident with 35 years real estate experience, she has the knowledge, dedication, and enthusiasm to make your real estate dreams come true. Whether you are buying your first home, moving up or scaling back, or looking for an investment, she has got you covered. Call Carrie today at 509-948-0580 and start making your dreams a reality.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is bringing you an electrifying night with the iconic Grammy-nominated rock band Queensryche on Sunday, May 25th. Feel the energy and experience chart-topping hits like Jet City Woman and Silent Lucidity. Now's your chance to witness the unmistakable sound of one of rock's most celebrated bands, who've sold over 30 million albums worldwide. Tickets are on sale now at wildhorseresort.com or on the app. Plus, every ticket is good for $5 free play. Queensryche at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton.
Got a birthday coming up, celebrating a big win, or just want to gather the crew for a pizza and a good time? For decades, Hubby's Pizza has been the go-to spot for family, friends, and fun. Reserve your table and bring the whole gang. Kids, family, teammates, whoever loves great pizza and good vibes. Dig into your favorite pizza, hit up the fresh salad bar, and let the kids have a blast in the arcade. And if the party's at your place, no problem. Hubby's now delivers through Grubhub and DoorDash. A community tradition, a place to celebrate. Acquire the Hubby's habit today.
It's not easy being Mariano Morales' horse. He needs to ride to clients all the time. He does take care of them. He gets the insurance company to pay for medical bills, car repairs, even money for pain and suffering. Looks like it's going to be another busy day. Better get warmed up. After all, I am his best friend.
Hurt in a car wreck? Give me a call.
Big or small, we work them all.
I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Spring is calling. Are you ready? At Queensgate Gardens in Richland, adventure starts in your own backyard. From lush hanging baskets to vibrant landscape flowers and garden starts, we've got everything to make your space bloom. Let's grow something amazing. Queensgate Gardens in Richland, where adventure grows.
It's the mother of all giveaways, where one lucky viewer wins this awesome Mother's Day collection. Check it out. Enter to win each day on the contest page at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. From Jewelry Design Center, The Flower Bar, Curve Appeal, Fiction, and AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Welcome back to Apple Valley News Now, live at 5. It is time for tonight's Spotlight. It comes from the Kennewick School District. They had 8 students which were recognized for their academics, leadership, and higher education goals. The students received the Hispanic Academic Achievement Awards Scholarship, also known as HAP, earning $26,000 collectively. The scholarships provide resources that encourage Hispanic youth to pursue higher education. Have an idea for the Spotlight? Send me an email, areed@applevalleynewsnow.com. Your Reason to Smile with Stacy is next.
Aren't you just a spoonful of sugar?
Young Sheldon, tonight at 11:05, Apple Valley News Now.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get 2.
The Tuesday special at A&W.
Cinco de Mayo is coming up, and your Dust Devils are celebrating by playing as the Viñeros de Tri-City all weekend. Friday, May 2nd, Gutter Girl invites you to the ballpark for Influencer Night and a family feast. Select food and drinks for only $2.50 each. Saturday, May 3rd, Roto Rooter invites you to cheer on the Viñeros and stick around for a fabulous post-game fireworks show. For tickets, head to the official site, DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time for a different kind of power. Whether you choose an electric Honda or a hybrid. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Overall EV and Hybrid ranking. Right now, you can get a 2.49% APR on a 2025 Accord Hybrid.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Lights, music, magic. At Giza Powerhouse Theater in Walla Walla, the stage comes alive with electrifying concerts, Broadway-style productions, side-splitting comedy, and unforgettable performances. This isn't just a theater. It's a destination for world-class entertainment in Eastern Washington. From the moment the curtain rises, you'll be swept into the extraordinary. Don't miss your chance to experience it all. Get your tickets now online. Giza Powerhouse Theater, where every show is a showstopper.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
Ready for a weekend family getaway?
A lot of people come out to go fishing, wakeboarding, water skiing, jet skiing. You can do pretty much all your water sports.
Well then, you'll want to watch Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Next, ET.
The Beehive is buzzing.
Beyonce's Cowboy Carter Tour kicks off in LA. Plus, Jelly Roll talks weight loss transformation.
Yeah, look at your boy.
And Thunderbolts take over Hollywood. Next, ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
And welcome back. Your Reason to Smile today comes from our good friend Dee Walla Walla. That is a beautiful photo of Pioneer Park. And Austin and Wendy, have either one of you been to Pioneer Park?
Not yet, but according to this photo, I need to go.
It is absolutely one of the gems in our area. It's in Walla Walla. You have to go see it. They have a great aviary there, or a bird-like sanctuary with different kinds of birds, and it's a very pretty park. Thanks for that, Dee. QR code top of your screen, or go to applevalleyNewsNow.com to get your photo on TV. All right, let's do the weather bottom line. We've got clearing skies, decreasing winds for a couple of days. Temperatures, heat back up. Then don't worry about it. Those winds come back, and possibly some showers into the weekend. So enjoy the next 3 days. 3 days, and then we're going to have a shift again.
Then no more enjoyment.
Yeah.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
It looks like a fairly good forecast.
Pretty good forecast.
All right. Well, that'll do it for us. Thanks for joining us for the news at 5.
We're back at 6, hoping your news is good news.
Have a good evening.